What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 16 of my Manchester United FIFA 19 career mode series. Be sure to leave a big like on this video. If we can smash 200 likes again, that would be very, very nice. And actually, this was supposed to be the second upload yesterday for a lot of you guys in UK, Europe time, USA as well, all of that, basically most countries apart from Australia and like New Zealand. Anyway, guys, but unfortunately, when I was recording this episode, it froze. The game froze, FIFA froze. You know how it has that loading circle and it just keeps showing that and it doesn't come on? That's basically what happened. I think I got disconnected from the servers and maybe that triggered it. I don't really know. So yeah, I had to stop the live commentary to reset and everything like that. So, because it wasn't working for a while, then my Xbox didn't turn on. I had to plug that out and plug back in. Yeah, man, FIFA, that was crazy when I was trying to record this episode. So that kind of messed up my schedule a little bit. But guys, yeah, like I said, if you can leave a like on this one, that would be greatly appreciated as we are getting into it. But we've got an offer for Smalling. There's a lot of things to focus on in this episode. We have a really big game trying to get to the final of the Carabao Cup, so hopefully we can do that, especially disappointment in the FA Cup. I think we can try and win this. But also, Chris Smalling, he's been one that's been suggested that we can try and move on, but I've held off from listing him so we can get the most for him. First, we're actually going to sim this game, easier one, which I thought against Brighton, but they were actually doing pretty well this season. But yeah, just to show you there, Chris Smalling, he's unhappy, but you see approached by Arsenal, but we don't have him transfer listed. Very, very important, because we can get a bit more. When you have him listed, you can't be demanding so much, and it's pretty nice that he's actually gone +1. Yeah, people have been telling me he's getting old, he's going to get worse, so maybe it's the best time to pounce on selling him. And his contract length, 3 years, so I think everything with him at the moment, we can get him at the most for we can. So get him for the most money we can, so that's going to be really, real good. Surprisingly, as I said, Brighton in 5th. But again, the team like Brighton at home especially, we should be winning. Like Brighton and Wolves having a very, very good season. So yeah, judging off their quality especially. So yeah, let's see how this one is gonna go here. We're expecting a win, and you see there, that's just a late winner. Memphis scores in the 87th minute, so it shows they are on some pretty good form at the moment. So it was a good goal to win that. And then we get an offer for Rojo, and I'm like, hold on, okay, both backup centre backs, really, not the starters, even would be behind Lindelof. I like using Smalling maybe a bit more than Rojo, because Rojo is, I don't feel he's that beastly type. Not saying Chris Smalling is a beast exactly, but he's strong physically and he isn't slow. So it's time to maybe sell these guys now, coming towards the end of their Manchester United careers as they get a little bit older, to bring in someone else. So let's try and negotiate. Here we're going to go up to 19 million. 19 million, that's 5 million above his, that offer. And the value 7 million more. So we put in 19 million right away, and that got accepted. So yeah, as I said, that was 5 million more than the offer coming in, 7 million more than his value. I reckon that wasn't too bad to get 19 million for Smalling. Then I'm like, oh, that got accepted right away. Maybe could have got a little bit more. It was, a little bit more than they wanted to pay, but we'll take that. Getting that kind of result there is pretty good. Is pretty good considering the player he is for us and how much we used him and his age going forward, everything like that. Maybe a little bit helpful. His attributes and overalls gone up +1. That's been pretty nice. So now we'll go into Rojo next and try and get some money for him. We probably won't be able to get as much, but then we've got to go onto the talk about replacing a centre back. I'll say it fairly early in the episode, as that's something we're going to need. That's selling two. That's selling 2 centre-backs. We got maybe like a Tuanzebe for the future. I don't think he has got crazy potential though. But I mean, I reckon we should get a really, really strong centre-back in after selling Rojo. If this does go through as well, keep that in mind. They still have to accept their respective contracts. So yeah, hopefully we can get this negotiated fairly well for Rojo, but he is a little, he's valued a little bit less. So we gotta, put that into comparison a little bit. So we're gonna drop his offer. We're gonna go about 15 million, which again, that's 6 million above his current value. Let's see what they think about that. He's like, let's compromise. We're willing to give you 10.8, but I wasn't as happy with that. So I thought, okay, it was 13 million. That's 4 million above his current value. So we'll consider that, and hopefully we'll. Again, we don't want this negotiation to fall through. So when you get that, that's like pretty much the maximum they're willing to pay, and just they don't want to be paying much more than that. So those fees for he and Smalling respectively, like that is going to be really, really nice, and it's more than we expected. And keep in mind their weekly wages, the weekly wages. He was almost 100k and Smalling was over 100k. So that's money. And again, another offer and another older type that has been he's been suggested to sell on as he probably doesn't have a future because of his age. I know that's the way career mode is. I really like Matic. I feel he does play that good central defensive midfield role, even when he doesn't start, because we like to score goals early, win. But when he can come on, that strong body, play a little bit more defensive. I remember a match he actually came on for us and scored a goal, so that was really, really good. But then I was just putting everything into consideration before I was ready to get into this match against Watford. But yeah, we're going to discuss this first. They put that offer in. We can get a fair bit from him, to be honest, because of his value. So let's see, because he's still got quality in him. It's just an aging player in career mode. He's only going to decline from now. He's not going to be getting better. And what I like to do in my career mode is how I like to build my squads, which I like to be the focus of the career mode. I know a lot of people focus on results and performances, which is pretty important, but I like for you guys to notice the developments, how I build the squads, the squad building aspect of the careers, because games, you play plenty of games, But anyway, they weren't really budging with what we were wanting there, so we don't really want a sell-on clause for a guy who's going to be older, and we may not even get that, or it won't be much anyway. So we'll put 25 mil. 25 mil, again, that's what, 4.5 above his current value. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get that. I thought maybe that could have got accepted for a second there. So we're going to drop that down just a little bit more. 24 million. So not dropping it too much. That won't work for us. So we've set that 24 million price tag, and we're not willing to sell him for any less, and they accept that. So that, I think, once more, how we negotiated that, I really showed that that's probably the most you can get for the player. I've gotten some comments, people saying I'm cheap or something like that, but it's not about that. It's about me showing through my videos, if you have that player yourself, how much money you can get from them. It's not about being cheap. It's a video game, and it's act like saving money is a bad thing. Saving, in real life, maybe some of you guys are too young, but in real life, when you get older, when you're an adult and the years go by, saving money is very, very important. So yeah, teaching you some life lessons here, that's for sure. Don't think you're cheap by saving money, as it could be very, very important for you down the track for multiple reasons. I'm not going to get too deep about it, but yeah, just so you know, in real life, it's very important to be saving your money. All of it counts. So that's, like I said, a little lesson. But anyway, rotating the squad up a little bit for this next match. So yeah, this is actually where my game froze. So yeah, this is where we don't have a live commentary. Apologies, guys. Should be normal from the next episode. We just don't have a live commentary for this one, and I didn't want to fake it or pretend. At least that's not. I don't like doing that. I can't be real, faking. Yeah, I can't even pretend to do that. I can't even act like I am. Yeah, that wouldn't be right. So let's go on to this one. Of course, we did play that first leg where it was a 1-1. So hopefully now we can get the win. Keep in mind, away goals do count. Away goals do count in the Carabao Cup. So let's try and kick things off very, very well. There's Lukaku to Anthony Martial, who's been absolutely amazing this season. There he is again, passing his man. The shot was decent. Forced a save from Foster. It looks like he was a bit disappointed with that, Anthony Martial. But no, that was decent. He did very, very good individual work there. And Foster came up with the save. So we're going to whip this in now, try and get the header. But yeah, Foster clears that. Valencia lets it fall. Then he hits it. I thought that was going in for a goal, to be honest. Like, yeah, if he didn't make that save, it would have been top corner right there. Take a look. Nice angle there. That was a really great hit. Don't you guys think that would have been a banging goal? That would have been a banging goal right there. So we get yet another corner. There's been some people saying don't use Pogba with the corners, so we're looking to change it up. He's just default, so I'm like, oh, sometimes I don't want to change it. No, he puts it in with a lot of power anyway, so yeah, he'd be good in the box also, both ways. So Awar's going to put it in instead. Unfortunately, doesn't. So yeah, there he goes. Pogba to pick up possession. Tried a skill pass there. Didn't quite work, but he gets it back. He gets it back himself. Then Lukaku sets up Martial. All the space in the world. And that was straight up Foster. He's like so shocked, but it was a pretty safe shot, I think. I think it had some decent power in it, though. Managed to skip those two players and didn't hit them along the way. So this time Pogba's just going to put it in. And will you guess that? It is a goal! What a finish. With missing on the first time, that went close. And Rashford, thank you very much. He's had a pretty good season himself. So Pogba, hey, he can put in good corners. That's what I was saying as well. Forced a big save from the keeper. He was a bit, I'm not sure, like he wasn't ready to save the next one. He was just up and he's like, oh yeah, I need to make another save. But that hit right in the corner, and we do hit a few right in the corner, don't we? So yeah, we've got a few goals like that. But yeah, he wasn't able to save that one. Foster, after that first attempt, he was a bit too worried. He's a bit too worried. He had to put that effort in for the first one, and then yeah, he absolutely couldn't do much about that, as we do have the 1-0 lead. Looks like we're heading into halftime now, but Rashford, he has other ideas. He's going to put it up for Anthony Martial. Rashford gets an assist this time, and Martial finally gets his goal and celebrates with the fans. They are embracing each other there. Didn't spend too much time, got away quickly before it got too much right there, but that was perfect by Rashford. If you see how I ran with Rashford, when he was entering the box, that was my aim, to run to that position, get across to Martial, and Martial finished it very, very well. Still, Foster conceded a couple goals, but he still made saves. We've just been absolutely dominating them in this game. Really make sure we'll be getting to the final. That's his third goal in the cup specifically. He's a leading scorer in the league as well for us, so that's really good. So we're going to freshen up some legs here. Felix and Laird, two young players. Obviously, there he is. Felix, the new signing for us. Let's see if he can come on and do something. Can he really make ourselves just winners? For sure winners here. And will you take a look at this? Literally a handful of seconds on the pitch. His first touch is a goal. How about that? How about that? His first touch, seconds, literally seconds in, and he scores. He didn't have to do much work. He was just the anticipation on that. They had a player that fell over, just falling over in the box there. He took a bit of a trip over his keeper, so that was a bit of a funny one. That could be sent into the funniest home videos right there, because yeah, that was just ridiculous. But yeah, Felix, that's his first goal. Really nice for him to get that. Wasn't too much skill into that, but I have a feeling a bit of that is going to come shortly. We've got 3 goals here. Let's go for a 4th. And like I said, on cue, Felix, he's got a bit of skills. He's got a bit of skills. And he's got the finesse to make it 4-0 here today. And that would be 5-1 on aggregates. And this new talent has come up for us. Huge. We were winning pretty comfortably, but he's made sure of it. I thought, yeah, bringing on that pace really would make an impact. And came on for Anthony Martial. We wanted to keep fresh because we're in a good position. This is a perfect angle right there as well. Yeah, shot that just enough far away. Enough away from the keeper, so he couldn't save it. So, yeah, ecstatic ecstatic. He is going to become an absolutely fantastic player. I know this is only in the Carabao Cup against Watford, but yeah, showing good signs. And yeah, to finish on the game, to finish the game, he's on the ball there a little bit as we look to create a chance. I thought we'd try and get a cross in as well, but unfortunately didn't really get too much from that. It's only going to be the goal kick, but here today in this leg, 4-0, smash them. I knew at home we were gonna be favourites. Surely we were gonna be favourites to win this one, and we showed that through the performance. No doubt with that performance here today. So yeah, they're a bit disappointed, but I think it was a good effort for them to actually make the semi-finals. But we're the ones to make the finals. And Felix, he had 2 attempts for 2 goals. That's a pretty good ratio for a young lad himself who still has a long way to go in his career to get so much better, and he looks so comfortable. Like, he gets the player of the match. Before that, I would have said Martial. Yeah, he dominated that first half. Then Felix comes on, scores a couple goals within a few minutes, and yeah, all fine and dandy, and there he is. Yeah, the fans are going to love him. Let me know what you guys think of him for us right now. I think there's a little bit of rumours if he's going to sign for Man United, but that could just be on one certain website I saw and they're trying to report that. But also defensively, don't sleep on the defence. We did not let them have any shots. I know it's only Watford. We're still playing on ultimate difficulty as well, the hardest difficulty in the game. So I still like to think I did okay, but I know we are a much better team, so we should be getting that result. But in a match where they don't have a shot at all, you know that had to be a good performance. You prevented them getting even close to goal. So we did very, very well. And it is going to be, I imagine they'll be against Chelsea, wouldn't be? You see the aggregate score. So yeah, hopefully that game will be one that will be victorious for us as well. And it'll be against a big team in Chelsea. So you can see, that's another thing, guys. We're top of the league quite clearly. I'm still getting these weird comments every so often that I'm like bad or I should be getting better. But it's like I'm winning a large majority of games. But anyway, we're going to go through on those. We're going to see those offers that got accepted. So we're going to hopefully, yeah, just let those go through now. So this is the last clip I had from what I recorded, guys. So yeah, like I said, let's try and smash 200 likes on this episode, and I'll try and get the next one recorded as soon as possible. But if we take a look at these sales, unfortunately though, the one with Matic broke down, and that was probably the one I was happy with. Like, if one of them was going to break down, I'd choose Matic, because I'd like to get rid of Rojo Smalling, and that gives me a reason, I suppose, to go big on one centre-back. Like, we're letting go of 2. Well, we're selling 2. So really, you might say you might need another, but it really makes sense for us to go big on a centre-back, not some maybe younger guy or like a high 70s or low 80s. Another big one, another big centre-back signing to make us really, really strong. As you can see, the transfer budget may put a little bit more in the wage, but you should still have a strong amount there. With Koulibaly, who's at 89 overall, someone that level who would have to take Bay's position. Bay is a great player, but I mean, yeah, we got to get a replacement centre-back for sure, and we got good money there, maybe 50 to 60 million to spend on someone. So, yeah, guys, we will leave it there. Leave your thoughts in the comments of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, apologies that it wasn't live, but I hate myself for apologizing something on EA's side or FIFA's side for the game freezing. But that was the situation, basically. So yeah, if you can leave a thumbs up, leave a comment for me to read, guys, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode.